Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alva. If you guys are new here, then welcome. And if not, welcome back guys. Today I have a weight loss tip slash weight loss what not to do, or basically things that did not work for me as far as things you have to go out, purchase, or shall I say gimmicks, schemes, methods type of video. Before I get into it, if you guys are new here and you guys don't really know much about me, I went through a whole weight loss journey, and before that I was trying to lose weight and it was really difficult for me to do it. I definitely went through my struggles. I have videos on how I was able to lose weight. I lost 30 plus pounds. I want to say around 32 pounds. I was 148 pounds. I'm 5 feet, so I was pretty overweight for my height, and now I am around 120. I haven't really weighed myself like in a while, but I want to say I'm around 120 pounds. So that's kind of a quick summary of my weight loss journey. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into things that I have tried in the past that did not work. I'm going to try and make this more so, like I said, things that you have to like buy more than like mistakes, because I feel like we've all gone through our mistakes, and I have a weight loss mistakes video and I'll link it somewhere down below. So the number one thing is diet pills. Oh my god, I feel like we really like the idea of diet pills because it sounds really awesome to just take a pill and you'll lose weight, you know? The diet pills that I took, I'm not going to promote them because later I found out they were extremely unsafe. It was basically like a drug in a way, so I'm not going to promote it. But the diet pill that I took, it basically made me starve myself. You lose your appetite, and those are the ones that work. The other ones, I could only imagine they're fat burners, and they just make your body very like thermogenic. They basically warm up your body, and they give you a lot of energy so that you could burn calories more easy. And that in no way, shape, or form is gonna make you lose weight, because you still have to go out of your way to be in a caloric deficit, meaning eating less food, you're dieting, or eating less like high calories, basically consuming, eating less calories, and trying to get physical activity. For the most part, I recommend that. Even if it is just a fat burner, like that's not going to secure you from losing weight. But what I was taking was more of a hunger suppressant, and I think when you're dieting, hunger suppressants to an extent could be helpful. An actual hunger suppressant or appetite suppressant that is really popular that people don't really know of is coffee. Literally caffeine, you could say, is a hunger suppressant because it really kind of fills you up, and it really does help with controlling your hunger if you have really high hunger. So I think sometimes people hear appetite suppressant or hunger suppressant and they get really scared, but there's actually stuff out there that's not that bad for you, that it's pretty level-headed. And like coffee is a really big one. Let's say you woke up at 9 a.m., right? You took this pill at 9 in the morning. You would not be hungry till like 2. And then when I started counting my calories, I was like, I'm only eating 900 calories. And then it gave you so much energy that at night I couldn't sleep. Like, it's not the good type of energy. It's like that jittery, like you're tired but you can't sleep energy. It was just a train wreck. I did end up losing like 3 pounds that week, but because I was starving myself. I was literally not eating. My mood was all over the place. I was moody. I was angry, I was fatigued, I was tired, but I still have so much energy. It's honestly like a disaster. I know I compared it to drugs, but at least drugs make you feel something better, right? For the most part. Let me not, but you guys know what I mean. It was shit, and it did not work for me. And I feel like those pills are extreme. And let's say you take them for like, you know, a month. What happens after that month? Like, you're gonna crash. Your body's gonna get used to it. It's not good for long term. I wouldn't even really call it effective, because the only thing you're doing is suppressing your hunger, which when you learn how to control your food intake, you don't have to do that. So that is the number one thing that I have to say did not work for me. Like this video, if you remember, when having bangs like this was in style in like 2010. Okay, the next thing is waist trimmers, corsets, fajas, all that shenanigans. I'm not going to get into those reshaping your body because that's a whole long debate within itself. And as far as those helping you get a smaller waist, there is some like pinup models that use the ones that have the metal in them, and they use them not just for a day, not for a month, not for a few months. They use them for years, and they have had their own results. But there's a lot of consequences to that as far as like your organs and your bones and what kind of you're doing and manipulating there. To me, it kind of reminds me like when people get their ribs taken out. It's a big drastic jump to reshape your body, but the ones that do reshape your body are always the ones with the metal, and those are not like the waist griddles and the fajas that you see. I actually have a really old video on here somewhere of me talking about waist training. For the record, if you do want to try the ones with the metal, the ones that completely reshape your body, you can't be like overweight, if that makes sense. You have to be, your stomach has to be to a pretty decent spot to where you could actually do that. Because if you have 30 plus pounds to lose, even if you have 15 pounds to lose, those are not going to do anything for you, because those do not get, they do not get rid of fat. They do not burn fat in any way, shape, or form. Those waist griddles, those sweet sweat, what else? Those fajas, you guys know what I'm talking about, like, you know, the ones that you put here. I have one somewhere in my thing. They do not burn fat in any way, shape, or form. Now, they will help you sweat in that area. So if you have a lot of water weight there, if you're bloated, let's say you're bloated for like days and days and days, and it's not like that type of bloat that where you feel full, it's just kind of like a pudgy bloat. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Those waist trimmers, if you put it on and you get on the Stairmaster and you're on the Stairmaster for like 30 minutes, you probably will feel that area like come down. It's kind of like going in the sauna or going in the steam room, because you're going to be sweating. So it'll help you sweat in that area. Not gonna lie, it will help you sweat. So it has its purpose. Those waist trimmers, those fajas, the ones that, you know, you see and people sweat and then they take them off and they might be snatched for a few seconds, those are good for making you sweat. They're not gonna have you lose weight. So I'm talking about legit losing fat, legit losing weight. I'm sorry if I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just being honest. I'm just being straight up with you guys. Those were the two big ones for me, that at least for me, that I tried, that they didn't do shit for me, if I'm being real. Where diet pills kind of made me go crazy, and not in a good way. And the waist trimmers, fajas, griddles, waist training really doesn't do much. Just will make you sweat there. That's it. You still gotta eat right. You still gotta be burning calories to lose weight, lose fat. Oh my god, this is one that's kind of funny, but I just think I should mention it. Ab exercises, or exercises for your stomach. If you have, again, we're talking weight to lose. Ab exercises, they're not like magical. They're just like any other exercise. If you do ab exercises, it's not gonna affect much on the fat on your belly. Ab exercises are for those muscles that we have in there, our abs. We all have abs. Some of us just have fat over them. You don't even, if you're lean enough, if you have a low enough body fat percentage, which I'm not recommending this, I'm just kind of telling you guys how it is, you don't even really need to work out your abs much. They'll be visible. I know of someone who's really, really skinny naturally. They're more of that ectomorph body type, meaning they're just naturally really skinny. And I mean, like, this man is skinnier than I. Like, he is skinnier than a lot of girls I know. He is skinny. I'm not trying to skinny shame him. You know what I'm saying? He's a lean person. And you can see his abs. And he does not work out ever, okay? Ever. And he eats really terrible. And you could see his abs. I had this mentality of, I'm just going to do a bunch of crunches and I'm just going to do a bunch of ab exercises and my stomach, my waist is just going to go down. No, it doesn't work like that. Majority of like your waist being small, your waist being larger, honestly, it's genetics and it's what you're eating. It's how much you're bloated, and it's just kind of like your weight level, your body fat percentage, if I'm being real with you guys. So ab exercises are cool if you're trying to make your core stronger, which we should all try and have a pretty strong core like that. You could just perform better with exercises and just it's overall good for your health. But doing a bunch of crunches on the floor isn't going to make you like magically get a smaller stomach, a smaller waist, and it's not going to make you lose weight just by doing that. You need to be looking at your diet. You need to honestly just be looking at how many calories you're eating and somewhat of your macros for losing weight, losing belly fat. Like, eventually you have to be patient. Fat will go from however your body wants to lose it first. But doing a bunch of ab exercises is not going to make your stomach become smaller overnight. Like, it's just, even if you do it for a really long time, I mean, you're exercising, that's great. But losing weight is just about your calories. It is not about ab exercises, getting a smaller stomach. I wish I could, like, say that loud enough. But, okay. Smoothie juice diets. Again, this is my experience, things that didn't work for me. I had tried those, like, liquid diets, if that makes sense, and I think that once you've been into eating better or like nutrition, or once you kind of understand the basics of food like protein, carbs, fats, and once you kind of understand like the whole caloric deficit for losing weight, like once you kind of have a good understanding of like fitness and weight loss, I think liquid diets or juice diets, cleanses could be a possible thing for you to try out maybe. But if you have a lot of weight to lose, that is not the way to go, because it's just not effective for long term. Like even when there's diets for people, you know, like keto or things like paleo, those are all more lifestyle diets that you could carry on for a really long time if you commit to it. But liquid diets are kind of in the same boat. It's just a little bit harder in my opinion. That's why that's one of the ones that I really don't like recommend, because let's say you're on a liquid diet and you're on it for like 2 weeks and you lose 15 pounds, right? Let's say you lose 15 pounds. You lose like 7 pounds per week, let's say. Depending on how much weight you have to lose and depending on how many calories you're consuming, how much you're exercising, I feel like 7 pounds is kind of possible for some people. Although I lost around 2 pounds a week. I have a friend that lost 5 pounds a week just from regular dieting. So I don't see why 7 pounds would be completely impossible. Let's say you lose like 15, 14 pounds in 2 weeks. What happens after? Like, are you gonna learn how to count food? Are you gonna just cut down on food portions? You have to have a backup plan after. And I just didn't think it was realistic, because a lot of the ones that I was drinking, I don't want to like say a specific one because I don't want to bash any company, but a lot of these juices and a lot of these shakes, they don't have enough protein content. The shakes that I was drinking probably had like 15 grams of protein and then like 40 grams of carbs. So I wasn't even getting enough protein in a lot of these shakes that people sell. Ruben drinks Ensure. My husband drinks Ensure, and I remember one time I was like, Ensure, if you guys haven't seen it, it's a really popular brand. They're carried at Walmart, probably like other big retailers like that. And one day I was like, oh, that's good that you're having these little protein shakes. Like, can I look at it? Like, I want to, you know, maybe I'll have one. It was like 400 calories, right? And it was like 15 grams of protein with like 40 grams of carbs. And I was like, you might as well have Lenny and Larry's. You know, in my head, I was like, that is not even a protein shake. Like, I recommend having 1 or 2 shakes with like 25 grams of protein, 25 grams of carbs. I think that's a lot better, having one of those a day. But having these 3 drinks a day, like, you're not even getting enough protein. So I tried it. I don't want to say the one I tried. It's really popular though. The shakes were delicious. I was living my life having these shakes, and I was probably having like 2 a day, 2 or 3 a day, maybe like a banana or something. They advise you to have like a fruit. A lot of these advise you to have like a fruit or some type of food with them, and it didn't work for me. I don't know if I was having too many calories. I don't even know if these people count calories at a lot of these places, but I think that's an important thing to look at, especially if they're behind it. Like, I know Weight Watchers, they have a whole point system. They give you a number of calories. They don't tell you, but they set you up on something like that. So I know that the people that work at like Weight Watchers and whatnot, I'm sure they have a idea of it. But a lot of these people that sell for another company, if you guys know what I'm talking about, like big shake companies and stuff like that, it didn't work for me. I'll say this: cleanses, teas, drinks, apple cider vinegar, those things are supplements, and they might help you for things like bloating, digestion, energy, etc. But those things are not gonna make you lose weight. Even fat burners, BCAAs, protein, all of that stuff, they're supplements. Although I do like a lot of those and I have found use for them, that's why they're not in this video. But all of that, you need to implement a caloric deficit. You need to be eating less calories for those things to help you, for those things to work. Please don't go into buying things blindly. I try, at least when the products that I promote, I try and be very clear, like, hey, this is not magical. Like, it helps me, but it's not magical. But I love pre-workout. I love fat burners, especially when I'm dieting and I had to go from like 2,200 calories to like 1,700. I want supplements. They help me. I don't need them, but I want them. So I like to talk about things like that. But this video was straight up things that I was like, I don't find use for this. And I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you guys want more content like this, please let me know down below. Feel free to throw me ideas. Comment down below, say hi. I hope you guys come back. I hope you guys subscribe and join me here on YouTube. Thank you guys a ton for watching, and I'll see you guys later.